Do you love Jennifer Garner as much as I do? I hope you do because today we're going to take a tour of the inside of her home that was recently featured in Architectural Digest through their Open Door series. And we're going to see what her home looks like, what she likes about it. And I'm also going to tell you how to get that look for less. And that way you can replicate some of the things that you see on this tour. And we're also going to react to it and see what's a good idea, what's a bad idea. And make sure you stay till the end because I'm going to show you the absolutely most shocking thing about her whole home that is at the end. So let's get to it. First, if you're not sure who Jennifer Garner is, she is a famous actress. She is known in roles from Alias, which was a long running TV show. She also was a star of 13 Going on 30. And she also played a superhero, which was named Elektra in definitely a couple different movies. And I think she's going to be making an appearance as Elektra coming soon. Now let's talk about the outside. This house is supposed to be a blend of a farmhouse and a barn. That's how it was described. And she actually used designers Brooke and Gary Giannetti, and they built this house from the ground up. She wanted privacy, but she also wanted a lot of greenery and vegetation and trees like that. She was more concerned with it being cozy and having a feeling like she was in West Virginia. So I think that really gives a modern farmhouse barn vibe here. There's a lot of natural wood, there's a lot of real stone. She really wanted to have a ton of fruit trees and be able to just pick some fresh produce whenever they wanted to get a snack. For her great room, she wanted something that was cozy and had a lot of natural materials, but she also loves vintage pieces. So they did have a mix of vintage furniture, whether it was Danish or maybe from a French farmhouse. And you can see here, there is definitely a blend of different styles, but I think it works together beautifully. And I really love how there's different zones. She really wanted to have different zones, like they have a table that's just for playing games. And then they have a piano in the background there. She has her wine room. And then she has a lot of seating, different seating areas. So people can gather, or the kids can gather and play, or maybe the adults are having coffee. And she did also say that there is the ability to actually open up that wall of windows in the back and have it completely indoor outdoor living, which we'll get to in a minute. So I wanted to show you guys this kind of conversation pit area and how they set this up. I thought this was really cool. If you had the room for something like this, right? All the chairs and couches and even the ottomans face each other to make this conversation pit, right? So those two different couches and then the two identical chairs. So that helps give some symmetry. And then we do mix it up a little bit. She has an ottoman and then a small ottoman, which I'm assuming that might be for her dog, over on the left. And then they have the giant ottoman in the middle where you can use that as a coffee table. But I did want to let you guys know that I am going to be linking down below to some of the knockoff items that are designer dupes. So you can get some of these furniture pieces for less. And I'm going to put that down in the links below. So I wanted to show you guys this amazing window. Obviously, she could have probably any artist in the world make something for her home, but she had these windows made because she wanted something that reminded her of growing up in West Virginia. This scene is like the mountains and some of the plant life that's native to West Virginia. I wanted to show you guys that indoor outdoor living. So that wall of windows completely opens up and it goes onto the covered patio. And she has a very stunning fireplace as well as conversation set, and then a huge dining table underneath that patio cover. Very traditional design in some regards, but it's like traditional mixed with farmhouse, mixed with kind of almost a Scandinavian or mid-century modern vibe. So she's definitely got a mix of styles here, but it all really works together. So that is one thing we can take from this is you don't have to necessarily stay with one style. You can mix pieces from different eras and different styles. And I'm going to link down below to some of the kind of designer dupes of how you can get some of these looks for less. So you can see here that outdoor area that she has that is a gorgeous kind of outdoor living room. It has that huge fireplace and it has a TV above it. And then it looks like there's probably some heat lamps. And then there's also the different seating area. So now we get to the kitchen, which is obviously the heart of the home. It does partially open up to that living area, great room. She has a mix of that light white oak cabinetry, and they look like they are a smooth front. And then it looks like in the back, she has that, I think it's a very narrow shaker cabinet that in white, and a huge stove, a huge range hood cover. And obviously, she loves to cook. And she was saying she'll cook and she'll put things out as they come. And everybody loves it. And there is that island that there has some really cute stools on that island for seating. This is a beautiful kitchen, right? You have the light oak beams, the light oak floor, and the light oak on the island, as well as the cabinets over on the right. Looks like she has a panel ready fridge. And then mixed with the white, it gives it that light and bright and open feel. And then she has a beautiful statement stone backsplash that's one of those countertop material just going up the wall, and a pot filler. She has tons of storage built into that island, which is obviously something every kitchen needs more of. So you can see here another view of that kitchen. She also has a seating for four at the island, and then she has a little breakfast nook over with that round table. And I'm loving how she has a mixture of curved furniture, which is very in style. She's got the round table and then these stools and chairs that also have curves on them. And then that also is mixed and juxtaposed with the straight lines of the shaker and the smooth, clean lines of the cabinetry. So I think that's a great idea to mix those round shapes with the square and rectangle shapes. It gives a lot of visual interest and depth to your design. And I did just want to show you guys this baking area she has, which is pretty amazing. There is a double oven, there's a huge fridge, the panel ready fridge over on the left. And then you can tell that she loves to bake, and it's obviously right next to the oven. So I thought that was just a really cute idea as an alternative to a coffee station. You could do a baking station if that's something that you love to do in your kitchen. So now we're at the dining room. I thought that this was a very beautiful room. It is a little bit of dark and moody vibe, but I'm sure it's open to the pool area. And that is an antique French farmhouse table. They have two different kinds of chairs. It looks like for the sides, those are brown leather chair, and then the ends are those really amazing wingback kind of armchairs. I think they go together really well. And I'm going to show you guys in the links down below some of the knockoff and designer dupe items I found that are similar to these chairs and the table. They're not going to be antique, they're going to be new, but they are going to be definitely more affordable. And then I thought it was a really cool idea to do that gallery wall in the back. That's something that's pretty achievable, right? Like pretty much anybody could do a gallery wall and get some of these chairs. I thought the chandelier was beautiful. It looks like there's also some paneling in the back that only goes partially up the wall. And then you have the white ceiling and part of the wall up top. And that actually is going to make it look a little bit taller, but cozy at the same time, if that makes sense. If you had just done that whole room in that kind of bluish gray color, it would make it feel a little bit more closed in. And by having the white at the top, it's going to make it look taller and keep it more airy feeling. So this was the library slash screening room. She said she decided not to build a like movie theater room and wanted to have a library instead because her family are big readers. And I think that's really cool. She's a celebrity. She's in all these movies. A lot of celebrities have a movie room, screening room because they just feel like they have to. But she said, no, we like to read. So we want a library and we'll also watch movies in there too. And I love how you have this is an example of color drenching. So you have the blue walls, bookcase, and the couch, as well as the curtains and even the shade. Everything is the same color blue. So that is a great example of color drenching and how you can use that in just one specific room to make it feel super cozy. I think even the ceiling is blue. How I was talking about the dining room had the light ceiling, but this has dark because it's a screening room, a study, a library. I'm going to try to find those couches and that chair and link it down below. So to try to find some affordable versions of that for you guys. So make sure you check that. So of course she's going to have a beautiful pool and outdoor area. You can see it's very private. She has all that shrubs and trees and everything to give her privacy. And I do like how they made that kind of little cabana that has the seating area next to the pool. So probably the kids can go over there. This is her bunk room slash kids hangout room, it looks like. So there are 4 different bunk beds, which are everything. She said she wanted this to be a place to have family, friends over and to make memories with the kids. And she just thought it would be so much fun for them. So you can see there is tons of storage. There's a nice, huge sectional, very comfy. Again, that same blue color that we're seeing echo throughout the rest of the house. Those are obviously built in amazing bunks. And then it has the curtains. And the only thing I'm not 100% loving is just the amount of wood in there. And I think she's trying to get it to feel like maybe like kind of cabiny or like going to camp. But that to me is a little bit too much wood everywhere. You got the wood paneling, you got the wood floor, you got wood furniture, you got wood, more paneling over on the built-in. So to me, it's a little too much wood. I am going to link down below to some of these items, the lamps especially. I'm loving a lot of the lamps that she has that cone shaped shade, which I think is really beautiful. And I'm going to do my best to try to find a similar chandelier for you guys, and then the couches and the chairs. So I think that this is definitely something that you could achieve in a basement or something like that. Obviously, on a less expensive scale by getting the blue furniture, the blue couch, the blue chair, and have it to your TV. So I'm going to link down below to as much as I can. So this was the shocker, guys. This is what I am talking about. I am shocked by how plain and boring her bedroom is. I'm just like, girl, you are a fabulous celebrity. I don't know what is going on with her. If this reminds me of Get Thee to a Nunnery, I was shocked. This is like the most shocking room of the entire house. And I just feel like has millions of dollars and she built this probably multi-million dollar custom brand new home. And this is your room. And she's obviously very modest. She said she didn't want a big bedroom. And this is just like stark white walls and a couple pictures, a bed. I'll link to some of this below. And I think it's nice and everything. And it has that blue color, which we are seeing throughout the rest of the house. But this just is like very plain and boring to me for somebody of her status. I just thought that there would be a little bit more style. She has beautiful chandelier. It's got that antique, rustic farmhouse vibe. And then she has more modern furniture, like a more contemporary bed. And then she has mismatched nightstands, which I don't love though, because I am a fan of symmetry and I like to have matching nightstands as well as lamps on either side of my table. But some people are fine with mismatched. I'm not the biggest fan of this. So this is the only room that I'm like shocked, surprised, not loving the design. But she said what she really wanted was a huge bathroom because she has like a glam squad. So I'm sure she has like hair and makeup and probably somebody doing her nails. So we'll go to the bathroom next because she definitely said she has a very large bathroom. So now we're at the bathroom and you can see here it is very nice. It is very spacious. She does have a very large tree right near at the vanity, which I thought was interesting. That's probably there because it was staged for having Architectural Digest in your home. I do love the shower. That's a nice, large, celebrity worthy walk in shower with the very clear frameless glass doors. I was picturing the vanity a little bit bigger, but maybe there is a second vanity. And she does have that gorgeous freestanding tub with the brass fixtures. So now we can see that freestanding tub. It is gorgeous. I like the little stool near it so you can put your stuff, and it has that beautiful view of the outside. And again, it is pretty big, but that potted plant is like, what is that plant doing there? It's like literally right in front of the vanity. It's obviously just there for staging, but it's very not practical. So now we can see where the glam squad goes. So this is obviously her glam area, which I'm glad because that other area was way too small, right? So she has another vanity area over here and then the makeup area. And this makes a lot more sense. So she was saying that she has her hair, her makeup, all her people in here helping her get ready. So if you would like to have more affordable home decor to learn to decorate your home like a pro, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you won't miss when our next video drops because we're all about affordable modern decor here at Penny Modern. And also if you want more ideas and inspiration to help you decorate your home on a budget you can afford, make sure you watch this next video right here.